We need to figure out a completely different way to describe our ability to do certain physical activities other than our age. I was talking to someone the other day, and when we were talking about things that we like to do, hobbies, other interests, and I told them that I'm an avid cyclist, and that I had ridden 20 miles that day before going to work. And this is not about me. I'm not bragging in any way. In fact, I know people older than me that ride way more than I do. Anyway, this person proceeded to tell me that they were too old to do that. And I've heard that many, many times in my life. And come to find out, as the conversation went on, the person was about 5 years younger than me, which was, I don't know, kind of mind-boggling. I feel like we need to normalize people just saying that they are not in good enough physical shape to do that. I am not in a place in my life to do that. Something else. Because if you convince yourself that you can't do something because of your age, you have already given up on a large portion of your life. Literally, you just kind of threw it out the window. And something I will say is age now is not the same as it was when I was younger. For instance, I'm in my mid-50s, and when my parents were 50, they were the current equivalent of being at least 70, right? They would get off work and they would go home and they would sit on their recliner and have a drink and watch the news and then eat dinner and then have another drink and watch some late night TV show and then go to bed. And they had diabetes by the time they were 55 or younger. And things are different now. Not that long ago, in fact, I'm going to say it was probably 5 years ago or so, a 79-year-old woman with a few of her friends that are roughly her same age rode the entire Natchez Trace. That is a road that goes from Nashville, Tennessee to Natchez, Mississippi. It's 440 miles. They rode the entire thing. By the way, it has many thousands of feet of climbing also. I think about 10,000 feet of climbing. It's weird to see that extreme and then hear somebody tell me that they're 50 and they're too old to go do a 20-mile bike ride. You have to get that out of your head. It is not healthy to think that way. Get in shape. Figure it out. Work really hard. Your physical health is all you have, period.